Hey, it's Jullien Gordon here, and I want to share with you my excitement about an organization that I'm involved with called Build.org. And Build.org teaches the entrepreneurial mindset to youth in urban communities all across the country. But I work with the organization that actually has started here in New York just recently. We're only 18 months old. We just started off this fall, and we already have 500 students at 10 schools across 3 boroughs with about 70 mentors who are going out and a staff of 8. Literally 18 months ago when I joined the local board here, we had nothing except a director and a WeWork office, and now we are already a full-fledged organization. And so seeing and being part of this growth has been amazing. Before I go into more details, I want to share with you a little bit about my story with entrepreneurship and why I'm so passionate about Build. My story with entrepreneurship actually starts growing up in my godmother's restaurant. Her name is Carmen Kelly, and she has a barbecue restaurant in Hayward, California called Carmen and Family Barbecue. So if you're ever in the Bay Area, make sure you hit that up on A Street in Hayward. You can smell the barbecue from what is it, 880, I think, the 880 freeway. Carmen, she's 90 years old now. She still works 6 days a week because she just loves what she does. She's the life of that restaurant. Of course, it bears her name, but she's been able to support an entire family off of this restaurant. The restaurant is expanded to 3. We are now in Hayward, Fremont, and Tracy, California. And this is a woman who came from Jamaica, went to London, and came here and had no significant education, right? She didn't graduate from college, yet she was able to build this amazing business that literally feeds a lot of people and supports an amazing family. And she learned entrepreneurship. And, I'm the son of 2 doctors, so growing up, everybody thought I was going to be a doctor too. But it was actually entrepreneurship and the way she was navigating life and that inspired me the most. My first business was actually selling candy out of my backpack in junior high school. One day, my mother had brought me a jar of now laters. I think there were like 100 now laters in there. And I didn't really eat candy like that, so I put it in my backpack and I started slanging them in class at school for 25 cents each. And so I made $25 off the jar. The jar only cost about $10, so gave my mother $10 and had her go re-up, right? That's what they call it when you're dealing drugs. I wasn't dealing drugs. I was dealing sugar. Some people consider sugar a drug. But I made $15 profit off of each jar, and I kept doing that until one day a teacher caught me and said that you can't do that at school. Fortunately, that didn't kill my entrepreneurial spirit. As you know, I'm an entrepreneur right now. But Build does the exact opposite. Build actually comes into the schools, and we actually encourage students to create companies. Right now, because we just started in New York in September, we don't have actual products and companies yet. We're just getting going. But if you look at Build in Boston, in East Palo Alto, in DC, in some of the other cities, you actually see the actual products and businesses that high school students have created. One is a tote bag that is a beach towel, but when you're done using it as a towel, it turns into an actual bag. Students have companies where they can print whatever image you want on a cookie, on a sugar cookie, and they mail that out to you. There are people or students who have had companies that create designer earbuds. It's just so powerful to see a young person create in this way and start to understand business, because I really believe that the entrepreneurial mindset isn't just about having a business and becoming an entrepreneur. The entrepreneurial mindset is about looking in the world and seeing where there is a problem and actually thinking creatively about a solution to that problem. So again, it's not just about creating a company. And so I'm so excited about this organization and what it does. I originally got in touch with the organization when I was at Stanford Graduate School of Business, and I had volunteered for Build on a one-off experience in East Palo Alto, which was on the other side of the train tracks. And that was an amazing experience. And then here we are years later, almost a decade later, and that makes me feel old. But here we are almost a decade later, and I find out that they are actually starting up in New York. And when I heard that, I immediately jumped on board. And so, no pun intended, I'm on the advisory board, which is a group of people with some pretty deep pockets, some heavy hitters, some big thinkers, people who have done some amazing things already. I am the youngest on the board, but when you're sitting on a board, if you've never done it before, there's actually something called a give-get. And the give-get means that you are required to give a certain amount to actually kind of hold that seat. In addition to your time and your talents, they also encourage you to give some of your treasure. And the give-get for this particular board is $10,000. And my pockets aren't as deep as some of those other people yet, so writing a $10,000 check isn't that easy. And so I'm reaching out to you to get support and raising that amount of money so that I can still contribute. And I've made huge contributions to the organization by being there at the table, especially representing the young people as an African American man on that board. And so last year, I'm excited to announce that we raised $11,313, thanks to you, my friends, my family, my fans, people just making small contributions, whatever they can. Not saying no, right? Not saying I can't give anything, but making small contributions that ultimately added up. And it was just beautiful to watch. I had never honestly asked for help in that way, and it really inspired me to see so many people pour into my life and contribute to build through me and contribute to me through build. And so it was such a beautiful thing to experience and witness. And this year I want to beat that. I want to raise more than $11,313, and I know that we can beat that goal. And so this year we streamlined the fundraising a little bit. We are using classy.org, and it allows you to keep track of where we are in our fundraising campaign. Last year, literally, I had a PayPal button up, and people were just sending money to PayPal, and then I wrote a big check to build, and you can see that picture on my profile of the big check that I hand drew with colorful pens to hand off to build. I actually gave them the real check, right? But the big check was just a token, something to represent what it is that we had accomplished as a community. And so I'm reaching out this year again for your support to help us succeed. Now you will see that the campaign is framed under the associate board. So in addition to being on the actual New York board, I also sit on the Young Professionals Associate Board as the co-chair of that board. So I'm the liaison between the kind of what some people call the adult board and the young people's board. And so I contribute heavily to Build. I give a lot of my time and energy and talents. I even designed the buildnewyork.org website just to get something up there to represent us and the amazing work that we are doing. So make sure you visit that when you get a chance. If you're interested in being a mentor, I can definitely tell you more. And so I'm just looking for your support in any way that you possibly can. And like last year, I am here and open and happy to give you gifts for your contribution if you would like a gift in return. And so one of the gifts is my annual 2017 New Year Guide. It is here. It is ready to go. It's called the Year of Leadership, and it is my annual goal setting and life design tool that I've been producing for the past 7 years for absolutely free. But this year, I've actually combined it with the High Performer Plan, which is my weekly planning process. So this book will be not only your vision, but it'll also be your agenda book for the upcoming year. So I'm happy to give you one of those for a certain level. I'm also happy to give you two copies of the birthday book. The birthday book is a book that I compiled of 101 questions to reflect on when your birthday comes. But I'm giving you two so that when somebody around you has a birthday and you didn't get a present or you didn't remember to get a card, you can give them the birthday book, and they will be touched, moved, and transformed by this powerful, powerful gift in the process of going through them and reflecting on these questions and seeing how much they've grown. I'm also happy to give you my thank account. In fact, I have one here in my back pocket. It is my version of the gratitude journal. It's something that I created for myself. I've been keeping a gratitude journal since April 6, 2011, and in this little book, I've documented over 15,000 moments of gratitude. It's really been a powerful tool to keep me in a mindset of abundance as opposed to easily slipping into scarcity, recognizing in what I have to give and what I have to start with, as opposed to always thinking about what I don't have. And so this has been powerful, especially given that I started my company January 9th, 2009 in the middle of a recession. There was a lot of scarcity going on in our country, and thanks to this practice, I was able to get out of that mindset of scarcity, and my business has continued to grow, and I attribute a lot of it not just to my skill set and me sharpening my craft, but actually to this process of writing in a gratitude journal on a daily basis. And then for those of you who give at a higher level, I'm happy to give you a ticket to my New Year event on January 7th, either a live ticket or a live stream ticket. My New Year event is where we go through the New Year Guide step by step, and we really lay out a vision and a plan for your upcoming year so that 2017 is not a Xerox copy of 2016. We want it to be different, we want it to be better, and we have to be intentional and actually design that if we want it to occur. And so the New Year event is a powerful, fun, interactive, engaging event that I know you will love, whether it's live or live stream, and I'm happy to give you a ticket if you contribute to Build at a certain level. So that is my ask, and that is my opportunity for you to give. I know some of you are planning your annual giving as we come towards the end of the year. And if you have anything left in your giving coffers, and you can actually share and contribute to me and this amazing cause, I invite you to. It would be so helpful to allow us to expand now that we are reaching 500 students at 10 schools and have a larger staff. Our budget has increased dramatically since 18 months ago, and so we need more and more support. So I'm not just asking for this money for my give get, which goes to the organization, but this is really about supporting the organization and making sure that it's fully funded so that we can focus on serving the kids at the highest level possible. So again, thank you so much for listening to my story. Thank you so much for following me and just being part of my life and contributing to me in the same way that I hope that I contribute to you. If you can give, all the links are below to classy.org and my profile. You'll be able to see how well we are doing along the journey, and I'll make sure to update you with videos and other posts like this as we get closer and closer to our deadline. So again, thank you so much, and I wish you all the best and more happy hours. Peace.